Hey guys, Fun with Knives here. I have another USA made Kershaw for you guys to take a look at. It is my Ken Onion Design Shallot. This is the largest of the Kershaw onion knives, with the leek, the scallion, and the chive being smaller than this one. And this is a knife I was excited about for a while. I just can't even tell you guys why I didn't buy it. I just kind of hesitated. So I ended up getting it as a Christmas present. And what a good gift at that. I mean, this thing awesome, and I haven't been able to keep it out of my pocket since. I think this is a great longer EDC knife. So as I've been doing, I'll give you the specs first, and we'll get into the review and talk about what roles I think the Shallot fits and whether I think it's a good purchase for you. So this has a 3.5-inch blade, a 4.4-inch length closed, and then a 7.9-inch length overall. So this knife is definitely longer. I'd kind of put it in a large EDC size category, but it's not huge. It only weighs 4.2 ounces. It's got an all steel handle, so it's fairly heavy duty, but it is nice and thin, so this thing doesn't carry like it's an enormous folder. This blade, as we said, 3.5 inches. It is made out of Sandvik 14C 28N. One of my favorite steels. Easy to resharpen, holds an edge better than 8CR 13 MOV and AUS 8, so right in a good intermediate category. This is kind of a clip point. You could argue that's a drop point, but very effective design for a knife. Nice and slender. It's got a little bit of a recurve right where those serrations are. You guys can see that. And it kind of traps what you're cutting on those serrations, which are the scalloped version. They're kind of convex instead of the normal. I'll bring my Bird Caracar 2 in here. Concave serrations, as you can see there as the light's hitting them. A little bit different, a little less effective at sawing, but these serrations are very effective, but very hard to sharpen, as you guys can probably tell. This blade and the whole handle are DLC coated, which is the diamond-like carbon, I believe. Very scratch resistant, non-reflective, and very corrosion resistant. So good coating. Any knives with those are going to be a little bit more expensive. So this blacked out Shallot in the serrated version or not is a little bit more than just the plain Shallot. But I think the DLC coating is awesome looking. It feels great. It's nice and matte, but it's very functional. It's a lot more functional than the black oxide coatings and things like that. And this blade features kind of a high hollow grind. It's got a cool swedge. I just love the blade shape, guys. And on this side, you just got Ken Onion Design and the model number. And those serrations are kind of chisel ground, only ground on that one side. So that brings us to deployment, which is speed safe. So yes, another one of my knives that features speed safe. Assisted opening mechanism, one of my favorites. Locks up every time, and it's just lightning fast without being an auto, which is, I think it's great. So this lockup is a very secure frame lock and a very thin package. Hits right where you want it to, has some jimping on there, very easy to move over, and it just locks up really good. There's no blade play whatsoever. I don't think there could be with how thin this knife is. There's very little room for anything else to happen. But that frame lock does work very well. This handle, as we talked about before, is all stainless steel, DLC coated. Kershaw Speed Safe USA there. Kind of a personal opinion thing here, guys. Ken Onion designs great ergonomic knives, in my opinion. I've loved just about everything he's put out, and I've loved all of the USA made Kershaws that have come out. So it's great to have that combination, because definitely a little bit biased in this category, but USA made Kershaw with Ken Onion's ergonomics, great EDC blade right off the bat. Doesn't matter what materials are made out of. And this one is definitely no different. This is steel, so it is a little bit slippery. There's no etching or any grippiness to it, but just how Ken Onion designed the knife. You get a nice thumb wrap here with a little bit of jimping, and then if you want to hold it, like I like to hold it with this thumb rest here right on the spine of the blade, kind of like a Filipino grip, just fits great. So ergonomics are just superb in this knife. Very thin, easy to carry. And this pocket clip is not the one that came with the knife. This is an aftermarket one. The one that came with the Shallot is the one that came on the Blur and the Leek, I believe. This pocket clip's a little bit, it doesn't carry deep enough for me. It's very close to the handle, so if you're wearing thicker clothes, it's kind of hard to get your your pants pocket to get in there. So this clip, definitely a little bit different. It's a titanium deep carry. It doesn't match very well, but I just wanted to try something different. I love it. It's got good retention in your pocket. Got a cool little skull logo on there. There's a little lanyard hole here on the very back of the knife for some small paracord or something to throw through there. And this is closed construction. I think it's got a G10 backspacer or glass-filled nylon backspacer. So overall, you get a slim yet long EDC knife with the Shallot. Another role this could fit is maybe tactical self-defense knife. I don't know. I mean, I think with the secure lockup and this long of a blade, you could argue that for sure. But I think this fits in a great category of larger EDC blade. Backpacking or hiking knife, no. Not with an assisted opening mechanism and closed construction. I don't think so. But this is, to show you a size comparison, pretty similar to the Kershaw Blur. This is a very popular knife, a little bit more popular than the Shallot, and they're very similar in size. Obviously the Shallot's a little bit longer, but similar price too. I think the Blurs are going for around 50, 60, and the Shallot is $2. So I didn't purchase this knife, but I would definitely recommend it to somebody. This gets a solid 8 out of 10 for me because it doesn't get a whole lot of things wrong other than the pocket clip, and that was a quick $20 fix. I went ahead and spent the money on it. So if you guys liked the video, please like and subscribe. I'm going to have more knife reviews coming your way, and thanks for watching, guys.